Dating apps. Download to boost your ego, leave with the worst one than before. Getting matches on these apps can be excruciating for men. If you're straight. Some claim it's because of the ratio of men to women on these apps, or because every Tinder profile consists of the same 5 office quotes. But I present the third option. You're looking in the wrong place. Maybe there's an app better than Tinder that's better for you. Now luckily, I wasn't the only one thinking about this. Because it doesn't matter if you're the average Joe or an absolute enthusiast of Oscar Mayer's bacon. There is a dating app for you. For instance, do you hate being happy? Well then may I suggest Hater, an app that allows you to meet the love of your life based on your mutual hatred of Harambe the gorilla. The way the app works is it would choose a random topic, like complaining,
Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker.
And the user would choose whether they love it, like it, dislike it, hate it, or are just neutral. Based on your response of this very important question, it pairs you with someone with the same negative responses where you get to choose if you want to match with them or not. This app was presented on Shark Tank and actually ended up getting $200,000 for 10% equity from Mark Cuban. But even so, this wasn't enough exposure or money because as of June 2019, this app has been defunct. Probably because it predicted divorce before it even met. Now, before I move into this next one, I do want to mention the app that I ended up finding while researching. This was also on Shark Tank, which is how I found it. And I'm just going to read this right off my script. Cate is an app that helps cheaters cheat by hiding calls or texts from the contacts that you choose so your significant other can't see them while searching your phone. And I know that sounds like that's what I wrote, but that is how he advertised it, right? The commercial that he films is about a woman seeing an app pop up from this dude's coworker, and she just smacks the shit out of him. Like it is, and he says, you know, that comment like, "This ever happened to you?" And the fucking balls on this guy, because he then advertises it as a way to save marriages, saying, I don't remember who it is that he said, I'll put it on screen, but he said, if this happened to this couple, they would still be together today. So let's save marriages, let's save love. And I want to bitch slap him.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now I'm gonna fully drop the bit of selling because what the fuck is this? Smell dating. Every video I see about this website just makes me more queasy. Basically, they send you a t-shirt to wear for 3 days, and then you mail it back to them. They give you samples of other participants' shirts, and if you guys both like each other's smells, then they give you a way to contact each other. Now, if that doesn't sound gross enough, they also do not allow you to wear deodorant. That's right, you're putting your nose in another human being's caked up grease and grime. I'm pretty sure that's how the Black Plague spread. Now this fact isn't stopping the sad sacks who use this website. Now I understand there's been studies and it's proven, right? The smell of someone, their pheromones they release, that provides a sort of attraction to your partner, right? If you love them, it might even smell like home. However, you cannot pay me to have a stranger's piece of clothing mailed to my house for me to stick my nose in. This website started in 2016 and is still up now. And even though I couldn't find the exact users using this website, the fact that it's still operational scares me. So if you want to smell a stranger's clothing, but have it be consensual this time, this website's for you. You freak. I want to move away from the more disturbing topics to talk about the more practical ones. Now, FarmersOnly.com is a somewhat very normal website. I'm sure we all know this one, because they used to always run ads on Cartoon Network. Because one thing we know about farmers, they love Uncle Grandpa. In all seriousness, this one is the closest to being just a more practical dating app, because that's what it is. Doing the research, I found out it's not only farmers like the name entitles, it's actually just a regular dating app for people who prefer a more rural lifestyle. Another vague thing I remembered was there used to be a requirement to show proof of land. That's something I found out that's also false. So yeah, pretty standard dating app, swipe left, swipe right, with the option to send a pre-written message to the person before matching, which is pretty cool. Despite being a normal dating app, I didn't want to scrap this part just because there was an option to put your marital status as divorced and your body type as pleasantly plump, which I honestly found was hilarious. For the last dating app, I'm going to tease the one that I was talking about at the beginning. Sizzl is a dating app based on your love for bacon. That's right, wasn't a bit. In 2015, Oscar Mayer left the meat market and instead moved towards the meat market. Now this app is a lot like Tinder, but instead of swiping left or right, you engage in the Sizzl meter. If you find this person smoking, then you just continue to hold down the bar until it doesn't let you. And if you guys have similar levels of Sizzl, then you guys end up matching. This app also has much more specific prompts, such as, what type of bacon do you prefer? And if a friend tries to serve you bacon flavored with liquid sodium, you'd A, discreetly crumble it in a napkin, B, eat it politely even though it's not really good, or C, stick it in their eye. Also, what's the option on this question? Chewy? That's a worm speed run. Now, it was obviously a marketing stunt and unfortunately is no longer available. Which is a shame because the only surefire way to know if you're going to meet up with a serial killer is if they choose Chewy. When it comes to dating apps, there isn't really a right place to look. Regardless of how different it is, it's still going to be the same cesspool of loneliness and office quotes. I'm happy to say I haven't been on Tinder in a month, but regardless of what I think, I'll do anything for attention. So if this gets 100 likes or some shit, I'll try smell dating. That video was recorded about a year ago, and I now have a very loving girlfriend, so I will not be doing that. Like and subscribe.